Pain has just qualified for the Blast Austin 2025 Major Semifinals after beating Furia in the quarters, stunning the community as it is their best result ever as a core. As they'll go up against the Mongols in the semifinals, I took a look at their most likely map picks. Assuming they'll ban Ancient and let the Mongols pick Mirage, Pain could go for Nuke as their map pick, so I checked them out to see how I could enrich my own Nuke. Pain seemed to have a few go-to setups and openings on their CT side. At the core of the defense is this reinforced upper site. What they typically do in their CT sides is posture towards upper, either by having NQZ move towards the position with his op, or by having Big Zera play inside of Mini. But no matter how they change up how they defend lower or outside, you can expect to find 2 players dedicated to upper and a third a stone's throw away. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, duh, most teams do that. But what I rarely see from these guys is aggressively contesting outside, and they show an extreme amount of comfort leaving ramp undefended. At the beginning of this round, DGT will run straight to lower from ramp. His job will be to spot backcalls for info and be ready to defend lower. Big Zera will apply pressure on outside and get early info of fast enemy movements. NQZ will pivot between ramp and outside depending on noise on the map. On a certain timing, Pain will refresh a smoke into Squeaky Door to allow for the vent rotate. Now down the vent, Big Zera has a quick rotate back into upper site and also establishes a crossfire with DGT.
They beat his timing, but the nade goes out nonetheless. He sees they up close. A lot of damage done already early with body low. Big Zera takes the same position and the same result. Shooting them in the back. Bomb drop for Big Zera, making this work.
That's Pain's captain.
As the round plays out, NQZ shifts down ramp into lower to reinforce because the Ts have to come either into the vents or rotate all the way back up secret.
The burden for the firepower of this team.
Going too early, wait for Lucky.
Still gives it when it matters. That double kill keeps the round alive for perfect time to strike.
Oh, yeah, that was it, but he can still wait longer and they won't be ready for this. 15 seconds, they run out the door right now. They have no idea the AWP is tucked into dark. Closed bomb plant. He creeps in. Oh, kill. He's dropped the bomb. That's the round.
No time for Lucky. NQZ plays them like a fiddle, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, and that one kill wins the round.
On round 23, they do the same opening. This time, Big Zera looks for an early fight top silo behind his smoke. Since there's no outside pressure, nobody moves from their positions. As the smoke clears, Big Zera gets a kill on the outside player, and 3D Max is forced to follow through with their upper exec.
Ended in the same way in close, nearly competed comebacks. This time they have to take it over the line. That's what keeps them alive. Can they complete? But Mac has just left. DGT only now arriving up through vents, linking up with Big Zera. Gonna swing out wide. There's the lineup for Maka and Exercise. NQZ can't hold on.
Despite having the opening kill and outside control, Big Zera shifted into a more passive outside position. This allowed Gravity to come through Mini and kill Davideus by surprise. Pain knows that they had the right setup, but they couldn't stick the landing. So in round 24, they do the same opening.
Let's make it down. Smoke spam does damage, but still 5 players standing. DGT, ooh, hell of a commitment. Full nades will not get to use them. It's all about the fight, and 2 dinks land in this round, but a 5-on-4 sits in favor of 3D Max. That's when Big Zera comes down the vent, as he has been doing all damn half. Cleared out.
The rest of the round got really funny with some weird decisions and position changing.
That just proves to him that they've got no clue he's out in heaven. Walk up onto the AWP. That gives his teammates safe passage out in a main. Davideus hears the footsteps. Oh, but he's missed the timing. That moment of hesitations let the bomb make it across. Another 3v2 for Pain. Maka with the plant. Exercise has kept this round burning. Big Zera to try and deal with him. Maka finds the vent rotate. Pain embarked on this huge comeback, needing 6 it up at 11 all, and it might all be for naught. Just Maka remains low on health, last spotted out of the doors, and extra time has been demanded. Pain will stick the landing on this retake.
Pain know that they leave a big gap at ramp, so they have a couple of setups to punish their opponents. One of their setups has Big Azera doing the same thing as normal, masking their intentions. But this time, NQZ is opping ramp with DGT next to him, and nobody will play lower. Instead, if 3D Max does outside nades, Pain will walk push into lobby for control.
Total. That's how dominant these rounds have been.
And now they've got confidence. Now they're making plays. As 3D Max default in the lobby, they get shot in the back. What a ballsy move to clear so deep. And Snow's still doing it. He's got full control.
He also just crept under the player on T-Roof who was checking the ladder on timings. They have no idea. The Snow made it into the lobby. And a Snow day has sealed this game off for 3D Max. He's won them some crazy rounds, but not this one. Not this 1v4. Pain have him in a box, and they are hounding him down now. One kill per body, that's all he's able to...
The other punish setup is with NQZ opping outside to keep pressure on them, and while that happens, they get a player boosted ramp. Here, DGT is going to get boosted at ramp.
And so, getting close to sticking the landings on these comebacks has never been the problem for Pain. It's completing them, it's getting it over the finish line. And right now, their entire major lifeline rests on overcoming those demons. That's what DGT...
It takes a while for this round to end, so here are the kill replays.
Second half for 3D Max, and only one of them rifle v rifles.